I went down to Austin. You ever been down to Austin? Besides for football?
Yeah, I have.
Did you ever fish down in Austin?
Never.
Dude,
Never.
if you get out there early in the river down there, it is wild.
Really?
Like, yeah, I caught like 32 pounds in like 3 hours.
Bass?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was nuts. It was at Ladybird Lake, so don't forget that.
Ladybird
All
Lake.
right, I want to know your best fishing story though.
Let me think about this one. Okay, I got this one. When I was younger, probably my first time fishing, me and my dad had this guy that he worked for on the farm, and he had a man-made little tank, and it was full of stocked catfish,
Okay.
channel cat, and I had the little youth pole.
Yeah.
And I mean, these catfish have probably been there maybe 2 years. No one fished it, so they're pretty big.
Yeah.
And I cast out just a worm and a bobber and weight on it. And, that goes underwater. I'm freaking out. I'm looking at my dad like, what do I do? What do I do? And he jerky, set the hook, reel it in. So I set it, freaking the rod snaps. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, man. And he comes over there, grabs it. I mean, he wraps the line around his hand. My dad's a pretty big guy, so he starts pulling this catfish in with his hands. Just reeling it in with his hands. And I'm sitting here watching this, and he pulls out this it was probably 6-7 pound catfish, but and to a kid, that's big.
Huge.
It's huge. So. That was probably one of my best fishing stories. And ever since that day, I was set on fishing. After seeing that, I was like, I gotta go.
What's like your dream place to go fishing?
I've watched a few fishing shows where guys went to like Lake Ontario and fished for pike, and I think that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to know what went into 28, because I mean it's not a receiver number.
Yeah.
What went into why 28? Obviously you were that in high school, but
yeah, I had a cousin in high school that played for Abilene Cooper, which was like 40 miles from me, from Stanford.
Okay.
And he was a linebacker. His name was Magic Johnson, and he was a big buff guy. He's my older cousin, and Thanksgiving holidays he'd come to Stanford and he'd play catch with me. But growing up, I never liked football just because I didn't like contact. I didn't like getting hit. I didn't think things like that.
Okay.
And he was like, man, you just stick with it. You'll be pretty good. You'll be pretty good. So I said, okay. Well, we're throwing a football, and I'd go watch him play, and I just want to be just like him. I see him out there just taking guys' helmets off. I mean, hitting them hard.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be just like that.
Yeah.
And
be like Magic.
I did. Be just like Magic. We called him Magic Johnson, but we called him Chevalier.
Okay.
And that really set my tone with football. So that's why I wear 28.
Okay. All right. That's a good story. Best pair of cleats you ever wore?
I would say the Nike
favorites. Or favorites.
The Nike Untouchables.
Okay. Why?
Because they're real light. They got the little ankle support there at the top. But I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
They're tight. All right. Let's see. What do you make this whole Kaepernick deal, this whole NFL deal? It's not even Kaepernick deal at this point. It's just NFL versus Trump, right?
Yeah, it's really just everyone. I really try not to get in all that, but there's just people out there that want to set the tone and just do things differently from others.
Yeah.
But I'm not with it or I'm not against it. I'm just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I hear you. Badger brand. You like the badge, the Marshall badge, or the OSU, the classic?
The classic OSU.
Okay.
Like
all right.
Yeah.
I think you're the first one who's told me brand.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite uniform combo?
I would say the Pitt game.
Okay.
I like that.